All right, let's talk about something real. Are you absolutely grinding it out in the gym, prepping every single meal, but you're just not seeing the gains you feel like you deserve? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the single most powerful and honestly the most overlooked tool in your entire muscle-building arsenal. Best part? It's free, it's 100% legal, and you're probably not getting enough of it.
You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You hit that wall. You are crushing your workouts. Your diet is completely dialed in, but the scale just doesn't moving. Your lifts are stuck. It is the kind of plateau that just makes you question everything you're doing. So your first thought is probably, okay, I need a new training split, or maybe there's some magic supplement I'm missing. But what if I told you the real key to unlocking all that growth isn't in a tub of powder or some new workout plan, but it's actually waiting for you somewhere you spend about a third of your life?
Yep, that's right. We are talking about sleep. That time you spend completely still, well, it might just be the most anabolic, the most productive part of your entire day.
Okay, so let's really break this down. We're going to revisit what everyone calls the holy trinity of muscle growth, because honestly, one of its pillars is almost always treated like it's just an optional extra. We all know this formula, right? You train, you eat, and you rest. But while we meticulously track every single rep and every gram of protein, that third pillar, proper rest, almost always gets the short end of the stick. And look, we're not just talking about taking rest days here. We're talking about deep, truly restorative recovery. I want you to think of your gym sessions as a controlled demolition. See, you're not actually building muscle in the gym. You're creating these tiny little micro tears in the muscle fibers. Now, this isn't bad damage. It's a powerful signal to your body. It's the blueprint that says, hey, rebuild me, but this time bigger and stronger than before. So, if the gym is the demolition site, well, then your bed is the construction zone. It is where all the real growth happens. It's where your body's construction crew finally clocks in to rebuild everything. And this right here, this is when the magic really happens. See, during deep sleep, your fight or flight response, your sympathetic nervous system, it basically just flatlines. Your body isn't on high alert anymore. It's diverting all of its resources inward for serious repair and rebuilding. This is the stage where blood flow to your muscles cranks up, delivering all the nutrients they're screaming for.
Seriously, this is not just downtime. During deep sleep, your body basically becomes a highly efficient factory that is dedicated to rebuilding the tissue you just spent an hour breaking down in the gym. It is a peak anabolic state.
So let me introduce you to your internal construction crew. While you're asleep, your body is flooded with muscle-building hormones like growth hormone and testosterone. Think of them as the project managers of getting bigger. And at the same time, cortisol, that's the muscle-wasting stress hormone, it takes a nosedive. For any natural athlete, it is the absolute perfect anabolic storm. Okay, so what happens when you cut that night shift short? Well, you essentially invite a saboteur to your construction site, a wrecker who comes in and just starts demolishing all your hard work. And that saboteur? It's got a name, cortisol. As fitness expert Fausto Alfaro points out, high levels of cortisol promote catabolism. That's the breakdown of your muscle protein for energy. To put it simply, when you're sleep-deprived, your body literally starts cannibalizing the very muscle you're working so hard to build. You've got to picture it like a constant hormonal tug-of-war. On one side, you've got your anabolic dream team, testosterone and growth hormone, pulling you toward your goals. On the other side, you've got the catabolic villain, cortisol, pulling you towards breakdown and fat storage. Lack of sleep is like letting go of the rope and just handing the wind to the other team.
And the damage is shockingly fast. Get this, just 1 week of sleeping less than 5 hours a night can crash a young, healthy person's testosterone levels by up to 15%. You are literally flushing your potential gains down the toilet every time you decide to scroll on your phone instead of sleeping.
Does any of this sound familiar? If you're feeling perpetually tired, if your recovery is just shot, if you're getting irritable and you're gaining fat around your midsection despite all your efforts, you're probably not overtraining, you're under-recovering. It means cortisol is winning the war. So how do we fix this? How do we fire that saboteur and get our construction crew back on the job? Don't worry, here is your action plan for becoming the master of your own recovery.
The goal is so simple: 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every single night. And this isn't a suggestion, okay? This is the foundation of your entire fitness journey. I want you to think of it as the most important set of your day.
And look, this isn't about luck, it's about building a rock-solid routine. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule, yep, even on the weekends.
Turn your bedroom into a sleep cave. Make it dark, cool, and quiet. And for the love of all your hard work, put your phone away. That blue light is an absolute sleep killer.
Okay, you ready for a pro-level recovery hack? Let's talk about the strategic nap. A quick 30 to 55-minute nap right after lunch can be an absolute game changer for your performance and recovery. Just be sure to give yourself at least an hour after you wake up to shake off that grogginess before you try to hit the weights.
So, what's the one big takeaway here? What's the one thing you really need to remember from all of this? It's simple, but I promise you, for any natural lifter, it is a total game changer.
Let's bring it all home. The gym is where you go to drop the blueprints for a bigger, stronger you. But without sleep, that construction crew never even shows up to the job site. Sleep is where the actual building happens. Period. So I'm just going to leave you with this one question. You obsess over your training program, you stress about your diet. But are you treating your sleep with that same level of respect and dedication? Because at the end of the day, if you're not sleeping, you're not growing. You're just spinning your wheels.